Alright. Hello. Alright, switching the stream over to the actual chat thingy. Let's go. Book club. Alright. Nice, nice.
I love seeing the background for the first time.
Right? I came up with this one yesterday when I finished reading the section.
All of my homies hate Jack.
I mean, it's true.
Absolutely. Yo, we chose an interesting chapter to end it on, though.
That's what I said. That's what I said in the chat. I was like screaming, crying in my seat. I'm like, I have restraint. I can't turn the page. Luckily, they have those like quotes in between chapters, so like when I hit next page, like it didn't immediately, you know, singe my eyes with some spicy scene. It was just like the quote, and I was like, all right, cool. I'll stop here.
Yeah, I literally just finished chapter 29 like 10 minutes ago, so I was like, oh,
nice. It's fresh in your mind.
Well, yeah.
All right, so pulling my notes up.
I read like the first half of this on Monday and then the second half yesterday. So the first 5 chapters feel a million years ago to me. I don't remember what was happening at all.
Yeah, what happened in the first 5 chapters?
Okay, so chapter 21. I don't actually remember what happened in it, but my first bullet point was government secrets! Exclamation point! Exclamation point!
Oh yeah.
I think that was when they were doing the scroll stuff, and they're like, why aren't they like talking about this in Battle Brief?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. It's when she went to drop off or pick up the report, and she accidentally looked into it because she assumed it because it didn't have like the classified mark or whatever, and then she was like expecting him to say of like these villages got ransacked, and they didn't.
Oof.
But also, it's her for finally for the first time realizing how much people really are like not racist. That's not the right word, but like discriminatory against people with rebellion markings.
Yeah.
It's the first time she's like personally thought about it because like she saw the librarian was like real mean to the guy.
Does
Which
anyone?
is so weird to me. Huh?
No, I was gonna say, does anyone remember how long ago the rebellion took place?
Yeah, it's kind of recent. I think
Yeah.
It's pretty
recent.
It
recent.
is. I don't remember how
because
many
these
years.
are
10 years
just
ago?
these are the children of like the leaders of the rebellion.
Mhm.
Well,
that was-
so Zayden's dad killed Brennan, her brother.
Yeah, Brennan,
That was
yeah.
5 years ago. So
He
we can
killed
So
assume
wow,
Brennan
it was
Lee
literally
Mullen.
only
around
5
5
years
years ago.
Okay. So Zayden was like, like a teenager when he got fostered, basically.
He
Yeah, like an old
was.
teenager.
No, I thought he was only like 11 or something like that. They
No,
said.
they're like
But
20. They're in
if
college. He's like
Oh
20.
shit, you're
He's
right.
23 now.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know anyone's age.
Oh, well, like
yeah,
18.
he'd be like
Well, he was the
18. Yeah,
oldest, so that makes sense. I
that's
guess.
true. He is the oldest.
And he was fostered with
Liam.
Liam.
Oh, I really like Liam, by the way.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
He's a good boy.
I was like, no, not him. At that
He
chapter.
gets very like a wholesome, like big strong boy
Yeah.
energy, like that.
and him carving those
from-
wooden
from-
thingies. I'm like, aw,
yeah,
crazy.
from
what
like
Dane
Bungo
should
Stray
be.
Dogs, the
Yeah.
like farmer kid who's really buff. That's
Mhm.
how I picture him.
He is what like Dane. When they were
Yeah.
describing Dane before we meet Dane, he's what I assumed Dane would be, and then I was like, oh no, Dane's just like an
A little
uptight bitch.
Yeah, yeah. Liam fills up my Dane hole. Oh wait, that came out wrong.
Oh my god.
That came out wrong. You know what I mean. Everyone knows what I mean.
Okay. So also
anyway,
in chapter
back to the
21.
chapter.
Yeah. Also, if you guys have like notes for this chapter, feel free to jump in. My second bullet point was the good old classic. Drop my pen and potential love interest picks it up for me. I guess.
Oh, with the shadows.
Yeah.
Oh, of
I
course, yeah.
loved that. I
That
thought
was hot.
it was like really like cute, and I think
Mhm.
like the shadows are cute. Like they're like
Yeah.
their own
Or
personality
Ren,
to
we're
me.
just emo, so we like shadows.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I
true.
was like, aw, that is cute. Yeah. Well, I thought it was like, ooh, I would love to have stuff picked up by my love interest with his shadow.
Yeah. Goals.
Goals.
Yeah, the shadow wielding is cool. Back to the previous point about like the scribe stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious of like how much the like scribes are actually involved in these like sort of this like cover up sort of thing that's going on, or if like they don't have any, or they just like record what is happening and then like higher up management decides what goes out or what doesn't. But I'm curious if like the scribes are in on it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm sure the higher level scribes are definitely in on it just as much as the high level like
Mhm.
soldier people are. But I think like the low levels pretty much the same as them, even if they like probably don't know. Because like even if they read those reports, right, because they're the recorders of it, they don't know if because it wasn't marked classified, right? So for them,
Yeah.
they don't know what's being discussed in battle brief either. So
Mhm.
Yeah,
I think
probably don't
it's
see the
it's
po-
it's
the-
it's
the
just that
issue.
the top level corruption, man. Top level corruption.
Yeah. That was odd to me that it was like not a classified thing, but then they didn't talk about it. Like I don't know why.
But
Like it wouldn't have just been classified like from the get, you know. But I guess there's like a level of middleman who makes that decision.
yeah, and I think they all understand that like scribes don't really mess with like riders don't really mess with infantry. So it's like all very divided.
Mhm.
So no one knows what's hidden and what's not hidden, really, aside from like the top level people.
Although I suppose that is like the best way to stay in control of like a population, right? The like limiting of
For sure.
access to all information for all parties.
That is how we did the Manhattan Project. So
Yeah. What kind of
Yeah.
what kind of political
Everything.
system is this world working off of? Like, I'm assuming like
It's kinda like a
military.
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 It's a monarchy. They have a king.
They do?
Oh yeah, they do. Yeah, they have
barely
a
mention
monarchy. I
him.
forgot about
Damn.
that.
Maybe we'll meet him in the
Yeah.
second
Yeah,
book.
it was there was the king that unified the regions or whatever, right? They mentioned
Mm.
that. But
It's
yeah,
Yeah, the world
yeah, it was
building.
mentioned a few
Yeah,
times that he's like ruthless.
but I think like in practice, a lot of the stuff that gets like sentenced is really just the military, from what it sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
But I
Yeah.
think they do technically have a monarchy.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think it seems to me like that the king is involved. Like it's not the king is completely separate from the military in that way, because it is mentioned somewhere, I believe, that like the the severity of like how the executions of the revolutionaries came about was because the king is ruthless and like had a part in that decision.
The question is, does the king have a dragon? Because I wouldn't listen
Mm.
to someone that didn't have a dragon. If I,
Oof.
for example, were General
Yeah.
Megrin, is that his name?
Yeah,
Like,
the
why is
top
he
general.
Melgren? Yeah, why would he ever like follow the orders of the king? He is the
Mm.
one with the freaking dragon that can predict the future.
Maybe he's
Like-
homies with the dragons, and the dragons like you can't mess with them, even though we don't
Mm.
bond with them. Don't mess with them.
Yeah. I feel like the king must have a dragon, like in a
Don't-
dragon society.
Wait, no, I think royals weren't allowed to have dragons, right?
Huh.
What? Oh wait, we have
Wait,
it. I'm reading our chat.
Oh.
You're streaming.
It's
this.
I'm looking at my phone.
I'm gonna be for real. I read
I
this
don't
on
remember.
Sunday.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah,
remember if that
actually-
was mentioned or not, but maybe it was.
Yeah.
We just glossed over it.
We might have glossed over it because I don't remember at all. I mean, they've only been mentioned like maybe once or twice, but I don't even know what the name of the king is, or
Mm.
where's the capital? Are they in the capital right now?
Who's they?
No.
Like
The war college?
the war college? They're not in the capital, right?
I
Mm,
don't
not
know
that I'm
if anyone
aware of,
knows that
but-
answer.
There's
I need a
only a
map.
map of the school and
I
not a map
know.
of the world.
I need another map. There is a map of the world
Yeah,
when I
yeah.
looked online. It must be like in the second book
Yeah.
or something.
Oh, because there's also another book. Maybe
Yeah.
they expand a little
Yeah.
bit more into that in that book.
Yeah, this is
But
like
at
the
least for now.
college season, and then like their horizons expand.
It
Yeah.
could be
Maybe.
like
Or
a,
actually,
like
it's only a first year. I don't even know where this is
Mhm.
going.
could be like Japan with the shogunate, and then there was also the imperial family, and the imperial family. So like,
Mhm.
yeah, we have the imperial family, but it's really us.
Right, like a
For, like-
figurehead type of
Yeah.
situation. Well, I guess maybe we'll find out someday.
Find out in the next episode.
Let's see if I didn't actually take notes. So I'm just going by vibes.
Okay, yeah, chapter
Um,
22. I guess I don't remember. I think chapter 22.
Oh,
is-
chapter 22. My first thing is, bro, Violet's so thirsty out here watching Zayden shirtless.
Yeah.
Oh, is
For
this?
real.
Oh, yeah. Oh, is this
Yeah,
the one
no,
where they train?
where everyone's training and then they all turn towards Zayden, and I think it was forgot his name. It was someone else. Both took their shirts off and just start wrestling.
Oh yeah, and then everyone
Yeah,
else
it's
is
one of
Well,
watching
they were
too.
sparring, but okay.
No, they was the way they described it. They were wrestling. I don't mean like I mean literally wrestling.
Yes.
And they were very sweaty, if I recall. And he has like
Mhm.
10 abs.
Yes,
So
he has
many.
a lot of that.
I
No,
wrote,
it's-
"Is this what gaining your persona feels like?" LOL. I think this is when she was like experiencing like hot flashes and like her soul was being like wretched from her body.
no, what? Yeah, tearing past horny through the line is what I wrote.
Oh, is
Yeah.
that
Oh my God.
that chapter?
Yeah, same chapter.
Man, that must be kind of awkward. Can you imagine just feeling suddenly horny? It's like, oh, my dragon's getting it on. It's like,
And it's
wait,
not
I
just
don't wanna
horny.
know that.
It's the way they described it. It's like I'm gonna lose my mind, horny.
yes,
It's carnal. But yeah, I wrote
Like-
a dragon sex and then like a crying emoji. It was
Yeah,
so
and
weird.
like to the point that Zayden is smoking. I put
Joint? Yeah.
Zayden smoking
Right.
reefer.
So I looked that herb up. It's a real herb, but I don't know if you can smoke it like marijuana.
He was like, it helps take the horny off.
He's literally just getting
and I'm
high.
like, hey, at least she
Horny
let her, like put like at least a division between her and Taryn there, because like, if not, she would have gone insane with horniness? Is that what would have happened?
I think she would have just done something regrettable, maybe.
Yeah.
Probably. I
Yeah.
mean, she said she almost fucked Liam, so like no
Yeah.
one was safe. No one was safe.
No one was safe from the violence.
I like her nickname now. It's so cheesy,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
It's cheesy but cute.
all right. Yeah. And then
I wrote in my note, king of enthusiastic consent, because he didn't want to take advantage of her while she was overcome by dragon lust,
nice.
which was good. So I
Drinking that
wrote in my
respect
note,
woman juice.
yeah, hopefully that continues, that he doesn't like fuck her under some weird dragon spell or something.
Yeah, I wrote so much
So
for
far,
teaching
so
her
good.
grounding at the end of chapter 22.
Yeah. That was after he kissed her after
Yes,
she was
yes.
not losing her mind anymore. I was like, okay, I guess we're towing a line, but
Yeah.
better than it could have been.
Hey, technically Zayden is also under the influence too. But he
Yeah.
had the final say to be like, wait, never mind. He's like, this is why I smoke weed. He's like, and just stay by myself. It's like he was like, never mind, wait.
Oh, is it the chapter where they like call it off? Oh yeah,
No,
like
this is
one.
this is the
No,
first
same
time.
chapter. Like
This is like
like
they're
when
outside. She went out in the cold because she was like getting hot flashes.
yeah, and then he winds up kissing her, and
Yeah.
they're like making out all hot and heavy. But then he like backs off. He's like, wait, I can't. No.
It's, wait, we still have the book to go through. We can't make notes just
Yeah,
yet.
yeah.
Yeah. It's like too soon.
Too
Alright,
soon. We need to like let it simmer.
Chapter 23, I wrote, oh, that's so cute of Liam to make Tarn. He is so cute with his little like animal sculptures.
Yeah. That's so
And then
he's whittling.
Yeah. And I don't know what this note was in reference to, but I wrote Violet's going for the balls again, LOL. It was probably when she was sparring in the battles or something.
But also, this is where we finally see Rhiannon's signet.
Yeah. That was cool.
Oh, the teleported things to her?
Yeah, like object teleportation. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
And also, I wrote, hell yeah, V. Tell Dane he a bitch for holding you back.
Oh,
He
yeah.
really
True,
is,
true.
girl. Like he just can't calm down.
It's making me so annoyed. Like, she really made him like just the fucking worst.
I think that was just more battles. And then chapter 24, I had one note. I wrote, dang, her mom's still a biatch. I think this is when they bump into them in the halls. Or no, when her mom is speaking or something. I forget.
Oh, wait. Also in 23, I wrote, of course, bitch ass Jack is allergic to oranges.
Yeah.
It was such a random thing to include, but I was like, okay, cool.
Yo, here's my question though. Were they all just watching her being killed by Jack and no one stepped in?
Wait, who?
I don't.
My thought is yes, but also they weren't. Maybe they didn't see the full extent of how it was affecting her, because like it's like from what we could tell, it's like some kind of weird like pain amplification signet or something like that. Like so maybe they didn't even, because you're supposed to allow them to like fuck each other up basically, just not kill each other. But maybe they didn't know the extent of what he was doing.
No, but even the professor was like, stop doing that.
Well, that's why the professor got involved.
But maybe they didn't know he was using his signet because it's not as obvious as like metal bending or like other things.
They knew.
Like that.
Somebody like yelled it. And
yeah,
I'm
yelling it right now.
But the thing is, like, he also wasn't supposed to, like, way back when, like, snap that kid's neck when they were doing like practice sparring, but they don't actually do anything to stop it.
Yeah, that's what I don't get. Like for a military like organization that's all about, order and rules and hierarchy, they sure let him get away with killing everybody.
Well,
it is that, but it's also about strength.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's stupid, but yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it's so stupid because even the professor's like, stop that, and he's just going ahead and doing that. Like in the military, if your commander tells you to stop something, you don't do it, you get fucked.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Not
So,
here.
not here. They go ahead and do whatever they want. But he's allergic to oranges. What a little bitch.
Also, back to 24. Zayden also had a dagger made for Violet.
Very
That
cute.
was
Well, that was
cute.
hot.
Is that when
And the
I
way he
thought-
made her
he
get
tells her
it
to
was also
disarm him,
cute.
right? That was clever.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I thought it was hot too.
Yeah.
I was like,
Mhm.
ooh, disarm me, baby, and get my daggers.
I want to know about the like runes and shit on the daggers because it's like tierish stuff,
Mm.
which seems interesting. And that comes back. I have a note about that in a later chapter that her mom has one of those too. So
Yeah, I noticed that when they
something's
mentioned
going
it.
on.
All right, chapter 25. All I wrote was Quinn can astral project. That is so cool. That's a really
That is
cool segment, though.
Oh wait, I
Let's
wrote
see.
something else for 24 about what was this? I wrote Dad was keeping secrets from the state? Question mark.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
The
yeah,
scroll.
Because like
The
his
book.
research on feather tails, right? Yeah.
Research on feather, but also they mentioned that like when she even earlier, I think when they mentioned her trying to find the book that her dad had given her, like, oh, it doesn't exist. And it's like,
So it's like her dad was clearly involved with multiple things that are not like in existence anymore. So I say, I wonder if in reference to his research, I wonder if he was keeping it to himself and he like destroyed it, or if his death was somehow connected to that.
Like
or
maybe he
either of
was
those things.
assassinated.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because he
like
died of a
silent
broken
kind of thing.
heart, quote unquote, right?
Like, I mean, like
Yeah,
a heart
he got
attack, I
sick,
think,
yeah.
but like heart problems.
Yeah, just like Anakin.
But
Oh, no,
you know
Padme.
what?
Padme, right?
I mean, you can die from a broken heart.
You said you can or
If
you
you're an
can't?
elf,
Yeah,
You
you
can.
can.
It's just heart failure, right?
Yeah, it's called Tokotsubo cardiomyopathy.
Nice.
Doesn't it like affect like widowers more than?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's just like if you experience like a traumatic death that
right?
it
Stress.
literally stresses you out to that your heart literally pretty much fails, and you can die from it.
But
So
you
he
know what
could.
else has had like a prominent place in this book is like poisons and
Oh, that
sneaky
is
stuff.
true.
Oh,
So maybe he was poisoned?
or yeah, caused to have this heart failure.
But
Or
who
maybe
else
not.
would
I don't
poison
know.
him? But
Maybe the
speculating.
mom did.
maybe the mom. Yeah, I was
Ooh.
thinking like he found out something he's not supposed to, and you know she's a bitch. Like she'll kill him.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Let's see.
I mean, it'd be
Okay.
an interesting twist that she's the. Hey, sorry, not a I eat French fries. It'd be an interesting twist if she's the true villain of the story. I mean, she kind of is to Violet, but I mean, to everybody.
So I think 25 was the chapter they won the or they won this, it was the squad battle. That's when they stole the map, I think, right?
Yeah,
That was a good
that
idea,
was
actually.
ingenious.
I was wondering what
Yeah.
they were gonna steal. I'm like, interesting quest.
Oh yeah, this is when also that her mom had one of those tierish daggers on her desk. And I wonder, I was wondering like who makes them, because Zayden said that he had them made like especially for her. So like there's someone who makes them. I wonder if that like is going to be an important person.
Yeah, I did wonder where he just got these like daggers manufactured. He's in college and he doesn't have like correspondence with the outside world.
Yeah.
Unless he's doing his like secret tunnel shit and like smuggling it in.
He also could just have old contacts from before the rebellion.
And he gets sent out a lot, so technically he
That's
could have
true.
made contacts during any of those missions.
And he's got shadows.
Yeah, he just sends his shadows out to do his bidding.
He's like an unseen servant. Easy.
All right, anything else for 25?
Oh, really? That was pretty ingenious.
I liked the little heist side quest chapter. That was fun.
It was a little jarring though, going from like I assume that they won because they brought the map and everyone's cheering, but then in the next chapter they're like, and now we're flying for 3 hours. I'm like, wait, huh? And then they eventually explain
yeah.
that they won like this excursion to go see like the front lines or something. But I think the transition was like not really well done because I was a little bit confused for like the first 2 pages.
Yeah. That one and like the transitions from 25 and 26 and 26 to 27 were a bit jarring.
I think there's not enough like falling action at the end of the chapter. It's like, oh, look, they won, and the next chapter, oh, we're already landed at this place that we won a trip to. But I don't know.
Yeah, and when it's like when she it was cute that they finally met up with Mira.
Yeah,
I mean, Violet
I
finally
love
met up with
Mira.
Mira.
I'm a Mira fangirl.
Mira's cute. Mira's a badass. I thought it was also jarring how she and Rhiannon convinced Mira to like go and sneak out to Rhiannon's sister's house, and it's like now we're here. We're sitting in the couch, and I'm like, oh, okay. No, you guys just. I guess it's just a 5-minute trip, but still.
But nothing about them like, oh, sneaking around or oh, they had to be careful. It's like, oh, they made it. I actually thought something bad was gonna happen.
Me too, and because they were hyping it up, like, "Hey, sneak out with us," and it's like, "Oh, this really was easy. It's just they're there now." But
yeah,
I thought it was cute that she finally met up with Mira.
And then yeah, in chapter.
Mira's...
Oh, continue.
No, that was pretty much it.
Oh,
okay. And at the end of that chapter, Xaden steps out of the shadows.
Yeah. Wait, but before that, when she asked, Violet asks Mira about like other riders with mated dragons, and she said that Mira like knows of like one other, I guess, pair of riders that have the same problem.
Yeah.
But then they didn't elaborate on
like,
it, so maybe they will.
And then they were like, "How long do you think they could be separated?" And then Xaden steps out of the shadows.
3 days.
Like Batman. He's like, "Oh, I guess that answers that."
That's pretty like dramatic. That was cool.
Yeah, and then the next chapter's like, yeah, now we're sitting in class. I'm like, what?
Yeah, no, that threw me off so hard. I like went back and was like, did I miss something?
Yeah. I was like, what? Let him talk a little bit more.
But Mira also gives her back the book of fables that
was good.
Isn't in the archives. And I wrote that there's like Mira says to her about this book something blah blah blah. The Gout Riders took out the Venin took out the army of Wyvern and the Venin who sucked the land dry of magic. So I wrote, is this like
the lore?
Is that what happened to the Barons? Is that why they are now Baron? Like, is this the real thing that happened and they like pulled the magic out of those lands? And it also notes that dragons and griffins are gatekeepers
to their respective regions.
To the magic, like access to magic.
Like, they're like the gateway between the real world and like magic power.
Versus like the Venin, right? Or they went more direct to it. So I was like, I wonder if part of if people are trying to find a way to bypass that like gatekeeping aspect and access the magic directly, like the way that Violet can with Andarna.
Yeah, that's a good theory. I do want to know more about this like fantasy lore or maybe non-fantasy lore.
Yeah, like I wonder if that's why like that book isn't accessible.
Yeah, banned books.
Yeah, because the people don't really know much about the Venin, right? Like they say it's like just folklore.
Yeah, but what if it was real?
Or they're coming back.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, that was chapter 26. 27. The little cockfight between Dane and
literal.
I was like, literal. I agree with the comment.
And even the other rider, they was like, you guys just want to pull him out, just put him on the table.
That was
so stupid.
Oh, but yeah, I guess
this
oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, this chapter also just made me like, I'm just so annoyed at Jay. I wrote, it's absolutely insane to me that Dane is this fucking stupid.
Yeah, just doing that in
Like,
front of everyone.
he's like not like realistically stupid to me. He's just insanely above and beyond dumb.
Listen,
Like, he
love
asked,
makes you do stupid things, even if it's platonic.
oh,
I don't
he's
think he
just
loves
dumb.
her.
He's just
Yeah,
stupid.
he's
Like
just
when he asked, or when Mira was like, "Oh, how many of you have like been out?" and the third years are like, "Yeah, we have," and Dane was just like, "No, you
He's like,
haven't."
no, that's against the rules.
I was like, Dane,
But
really?
it's like Mira asked an
Yeah.
active writer because she knows that that's a thing that happens, and then people responded that it's their experience. You can't just like tell someone, no,
But he
actually
did
that's
that
not
exactly
correct.
that with Violet though about Amber
Yeah,
breaking in. So
again, yeah.
yeah, he's getting a little empty in the head now.
But it's okay. Mira also pulls him aside to tell him he's
Yeah,
a dumbass.
she
so-
smacks sense
Yeah.
into him with her words.
For real. Finally. Like, he's so stupid. And also, how has he like never heard about this before? Like, everyone, this, like, Violet knew that. This seems to be like common knowledge that nobody ever told Dane.
That's
don't
what I'm
think the
wondering too.
writer-
Yeah, because Dane is also like, because like Violet knows because she's the daughter of like a general, and both her siblings were riders.
Oh yeah,
Dane is also
Dane
the
is
son
also, yeah.
of like an advisor of the general. So I'm like, how do you not know any of this?
I honestly think the writer doesn't like Dane because, like, there's
Yeah.
no way you can make him this annoying to not only the readers but also to the characters. Like, he didn't start out like this. He was not like this in the beginning of the book, and it's now. And you can't tell me it's because Dane is in the picture with Violet, because
Yes,
he shouldn't get this dumb.
Whoever Dane is in her life, she really does not like Dane.
Yeah.
Whoever she based that character off of.
Yeah, what self-insert is this?
Yeah, because I'm like, damn, there's no way this guy can be this dumb. Basically cockfighting with his with his leader in front of a bunch of active soldiers. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah. Or like, it's like he's like clinically like diagnosable delusional. Like,
Oh my God.
he will just like block out things that he doesn't want to believe.
Yes, he is. Yeah, I don't. The amount of W's that he takes in this book just gets consistently less and less with each chapter.
Has he taken a W at any point?
You're right. He's only taking L's. It just increase. Like, he's never. I've never agreed with something that he said, I think.
I will say, I really thought there was going to be a whole, Team Dane, Team Zayn.
Yeah,
I don't know
same.
if anyone's
No.
on Team Dane, you need help.
Not anymore. Not
They're
anymore.
also clinically diagnosably delusional.
That's
Yeah,
true.
but that's
No, Dane's for the Delulu. The Delulu.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the D is for Delulu.
But it's the thing, like, you see, he started out with fans, right? And now he
Mhm.
lost them all. Like,
Mhm.
oh my
The
god,
fall of man.
the fall.
Hubris.
But also, at the end of this chapter, the kiss?
Yeah,
What
okay,
was that?
I said this scene
What was
was
that?
probably one of my favorite scenes in the book so far when they had to evacuate the base. And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
okay. But that was
Yeah,
so
it
like
was like,
smart
did
of
he-
him, you know?
Oh, to
Mhm.
distract her?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
like that's why she like
Yeah.
he went in for it. Cause I was just like, there's no way he would have just done it. There's like people there. Oh, Dane left, but like there's people around. So when she
Mm.
realized he was just buying time, I was like, whoa, what a move.
What a move. This is also when he reveals that he can talk directly in her head.
Yeah, that was that
Oh,
chapter.
yeah.
That was
I
funny though.
think
I wonder, was he holding back the whole time and he just figured out how to do it?
Oh, was that the chapter? I thought it was later.
It was earlier that
It was
chapter
this
he
one.
could do it.
It was
Yeah,
I have a
earlier in
note.
that chapter.
because when they were having that cockfight in the battle brief room or like the
Mhm.
round
Oh,
table,
yeah,
they were
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
making like comments to each other in their minds.
Well, she couldn't do
Oh.
it yet.
Yeah, but
But,
he was.
I think previously when like she could talk to the dragons or whatever, I had written a note that was like, oh, well, it's a good thing that like it's not between them two.
Oops.
So there's like still some semblance of privacy. So this note says, "Well, I spoke too soon. There goes privacy. We're getting Sense8 up in this bitch for sure."
Oh my god.
So they're definitely gonna have some kind of like mind link
Yeah.
Yeah.
experience. Yeah, but she hadn't learned how to do it yet in this one. But it is also like fun that they could do
hmm
telepathy or whatever.
So chapter 27 ended like that.
hmm
And then I guess the transition to 28, I mean, I I thought it would be more like they would be chased by griffins.
Yeah, they kind of
Um
just made it back safely again. Like it's just
yeah.
very sudden the
Mm.
transition.
Yeah, it's quite sudden. I mean, I guess in a way that nothing happened. I don't know. But at least she's waiting for her to find out like if Mira made it safe, which I think is
Mm-hmm.
quite acceptable. I don't know why the professor was like, I can't tell you. I'm like, bro, what?
I guess because they're not supposed to have contact with the outside anyway. So even if Mira did die, like Violet probably wouldn't have known anyway. Like assuming she didn't go to this like base camp that her sister was stationed at.
Yeah. They also don't know like whether or not this incident would be something that doesn't get mentioned in Battle Brief, you know? Like maybe it becomes classified, but they just happen to be there.
But then they have to get like a
Um,
gag order on all those students.
Yeah, I guess it wasn't that big of a deal.
I
But Mira's
didn't like, or
alive.
maybe
That was
like,
good.
huh?
But Mira lived, so that's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she had that plot armor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although who knows, maybe they'll kill her later because we like her.
hmm
I wish they had like said more, or maybe they will later. Why Xaden changed his mind about Violet? Because when she asked him like, "Yo, what happened? Like you used to hate me, now you don't." He's
Mm.
like, "Wait, what did he say?" It was basically when he saw her being threatened, and I'm like, that's not really good enough reason to stop hating someone.
Mm. So and that was before they got
They
the
got bonded,
dragons.
yeah.
Yeah, so interesting.
Yeah,
I'm sure we'll get
he
answers
went
out of
from
him
like,
eventually.
yeah, I'm
Like
sure, I
real
hope so, because
answers.
you can't end it like this with an enemies to lovers. Just be like, yeah, I just saw you being like threatened, and I really changed my mind. Like if I saw my enemy being threatened, I would join in.
Yeah.
You know, like
I would threaten alongside them.
Yeah.
I would exactly. I
No,
would be
yeah,
like,
I
oh,
have a feeling that they definitely have to explain his change of heart. There's no way they don't.
Yeah,
I
we're only
hope so.
halfway through the book. I'm sure it'll get explained.
we're
Are we halfway?
75% through the
We're
book.
we're, no, we're
that's
more
what I
than
mean.
half.
That's what I mean.
75.
Yeah, aren't there only 10 chapters left actually?
Yeah, that's what I'm
About,
saying. Like,
yeah.
I hope they like touch it, like explain a little bit. I don't need the whole explanation because there's still 4 books ahead, like at least
I
3
mean,
books ahead.
you also see some sympathizing from Xaden when he sees how she interacts with her mom, and he's like, "Damn, that's rough, buddy."
Mm.
Like,
But I think that was also after
no, it was
she
definitely
bonded.
It was
Yeah.
after. Yeah. But he was there to see the interaction between the moms.
Oh yeah,
So like you
after
can
the
see he's definitely already softening up from beforehand, but like maybe there's something we just don't know yet.
yeah, like after the bond, it makes sense to me. For me, it's like before the bond, he already was changing his mind. But why? It's
Mhm.
not like Violet was being very nice to him, or I mean, the one thing she did for him was hold his secret of like the little meetings that they have, which have they had any further
Mhm.
meetings after that?
They
I
probably have,
mean,
but they don't talk about it.
probably, but it's not
Mhm.
like important, I guess, to tell us every time they have a meeting because it's just a study group, like literally.
Yeah. But at the point of that meeting, he had already in that meeting he defended her, even though he
Mhm.
knew she was there. But
Oh
like
yeah, you're
Yeah.
right.
for the other marked ones, he was like, well, it was like her mom, not her. So maybe he never really hated Violet to begin with, or like maybe when he met her and she was not like antagonistic in the way that like her mother is, it just never like got all the way to enemies for him, even though
Mhm.
she thought that it did.
Yeah, but then he says like for example, I can't know how to ruin someone without understanding them first. And I'm like, okay, so you really were out for blood. and then you
But
change your mind.
he could also just be putting on a front, you know. Zayden
Yeah.
seems like a very pragmatic guy. Like maybe he's just playing all these games because he never really hated her. Like it's like he didn't blame her because it's his mom. Her mom is technically the problem. So
Mhm.
it's like we just don't know. Maybe Zayden's got layers. He's like an
Yeah.
onion.
Yeah.
Oh, he's just
like an ogre.
Shrek. Yeah, I took that to mean that he was like deflecting also.
Mm-hmm.
But he's like had a very very quick turnaround in these last like couple chapters of being like, I'm
he's
really
getting-
into
he's
you.
in the
I can't
field
stop thinking
because of
about
Oh
the-
you.
yeah,
the
I
dragon
wrote
lust.
Zayden admitting his feelings. Where'd this come from?
Yeah, it felt quite like out of the blue for me. I wish it was a little bit more. I mean, that's like me also, the whole enemies to lovers thing. I'm like, I need to be a little more drawn out. It was like all of a sudden he was just like, yes, and I love you, by the way.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, is this even enemies to lovers? I don't think it is.
No, it's
It's
not.
not.
but
There's no way.
whatever.
No.
Yeah, I thought it
It's-
was going to be, but it's definitely not.
No,
It's like
this were
some
true
kind
enemies.
of grudge to lovers.
Grudge to love.
Yeah. Enemies to lovers, he'd just be starting to come around to not wanting to like kill her on sight by
Yeah.
the 90% of this book. And they would
So-
keep, and they would have like the first kiss at the third book, you know, kind of thing.
So yeah, so that's why I'm like,
real
in
slow burn.
my head, I feel like it was only enemies in Violet's head, and
Yeah.
I think in Zayden's head, it was something completely different
Yeah,
for
it
this
was
entire
like
time.
annoyance to lover, if anything. Like she probably annoyed him a lot, to be honest.
Yeah, I can't wait till we actually get to know more about Zane, because we really don't know anything.
Well, chapter
Zayden.
28, I wrote, this is so funny. She's asking those small getting to know you questions when you ask when you're on a date.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
What's your favorite food?
Chocolate cake, yo.
Chocolate cake.
What a homie. What a homie.
I was like, damn, that's the good choice. Good choice.
Yeah,
Zayden.
he didn't say something like turkey legs. He said chocolate cake.
Turkey legs.
Black coffee.
Yeah. Black coffee and my
Bitter
joints.
bitter herbs.
Bitters.
Yeah. No, they were never. He was
But-
never actually antagonistic towards her anyway.
Yeah,
like the entire
he
book.
never really did anything to
He
her.
was just
kind of
vaguely
scowled at her.
intimidating.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I think he said something in the
But-
beginning, right? Though at Parapet, he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna kill you," but like I think that was it.
No, he
Yeah.
never outright said he was like.
Really?
I
I
think he
gotta
was
flip
just
back.
being intimidating. I think
He
was
just has that
like
face.
Wait, let me
Resting
see. Let
bitch
me
face.
see.
he did say
think he was,
something to
like-
her, but I don't think he
Yeah.
like threatened her. Not
Oh, okay.
really,
Let me
at least.
Let me go back with the receipts.
Yeah, control F this.
I think
people.
I think it was quite like vague, like a watch your back type of.
Mhm.
Yeah, which could honestly
Threat,
be considered,
but-
which is pretty true, just in general to everyone.
And that was probably
Yeah.
before he knew that she was like quote unquote weak, right? And not as battle hungry as the other people.
See.
All right, well,
the-
did you find it?
Let's see. The hatred in Zayden's stare burns the side of my face like a palpable flame. And then let's see. Zayden watches me with a cold, calculating look that feels like he's plotting my death from where he stands as the wing leader for Fourth Wing.
Oh, so it's just
But
her
what-
imagination.
Yeah,
basically.
but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
What if
That's
like I
her-
said, in the
yeah.
beginning, like what if she's just an unreliable narrator
Yeah.
and like
It-
all of
Yeah.
her own personal shit is making her think. Imagine Zayden was straight up just like not even looking at her, like he's just like there being himself, and she's like, "Oh my god, he's so evil!" Like,
Oh no, and also Dane feeds into this because he's like he tells her Zayden Yurson wants you dead. It's common knowledge among the leadership cadre after yesterday.
Yeah.
Mm.
yeah,
And
He
Mira
started
Mira
it.
tells her to avoid him.
Mhm.
yeah. So
oh,
maybe
he-
like because of everyone else, she just assumed he's like out
Yeah.
for her.
Yeah, he never
Yeah.
outright says like things, you know. It's just like might be just everyone else around her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
low
At-
key, it's just him looking at her sometimes, and then everyone else being like, "Yo, that he gonna kill you." Like,
At the end of the first chapter, she says, "Are you going to kill me?" He says, "Why would I waste my energy killing you when the parapet will do it for me?" So
Mhm.
just like vague,
Vague threatening.
threats about her
Yeah.
death, but not. hmm She's definitely. Well, we always knew she was going to be an unreliable narrator.
Yeah.
I did. I never felt like I could rely on her.
Yes, because she's so petite and
She's small.
small.
She's so small.
Just so weak.
She's so
Little.
weak.
She got
Her
bad
joints are
joints.
made out
Little
of glass.
Yeah.
Like,
Every day, her like,
Yeah.
what's the SpongeBob fish?
bro, she's like that SpongeBob character
Yeah.
whose
She's
bones
SpongeBob
break.
fish. Her bones break every night.
And we said like every day, like I have a heart attack and it puts me to sleep or something, right?
Yes. That's Violet.
I will say,
Oh,
I'm like
God.
every chapter. Do they have to mention how petite and small and glass she is? Like, I get it.
Oh, when Mira was like, "Hey, I thought you were strong," and she's like, "Yeah, that can't just fix my body." I'm like, "Girl, just take the compliment."
Yeah.
Just in case you forgot.
In case you forgot, I'm still weak. I'm like, "Girl, come
But
on."
she hasn't gotten the full self confidence yet. Maybe she will.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
She
That's-
still has
that's
to
her arc.
poison
Yeah.
her enemies. So I think once she can like kind of like throw down without poisoning,
Yeah.
she'll
all
have a
over.
little more confidence.
Yeah.
Actually, well,
And-
actually, in this chapter, she probably has a little bit, little more
Mm.
confidence, but also like fear.
Mm-hmm.
Was this the chapter where she gets her new saddle?
She gets a saddle.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I wrote "How to Train Your Dragon" saddle style.
Yeah.
Wait, here's my question though. Does that mean that no one has a saddle?
Yes, apparently.
No. Yeah,
No, which I actually
not a
that's
thing.
not that hard to believe because when you think about it, like just like horses being tamed originally, people didn't wear saddles.
Yeah, I think
Like,
it hinders the dragons.
it-
It's mostly because probably dragons don't like it. I think that's
And
what-
like I think it's like would be like they have too much pride for that, you know? Like they're like, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna be ridden like you're like an animal. They're like, we are the ones with power. If you want to ride, then you better stay on yourself, you know?
But also, even from like the human perspective, I think a lot of the people who become riders wouldn't want to use a saddle because it shows that you can't ride your dragon like everyone else.
Mm.
Like, but
Skill
for her,
issue.
she literally just can't. So she
Yeah.
she just can't.
So what do the dragons look like? Are they like spiky or are they smooth? Because then how do
think the
they
backs are
not fall
smooth.
off?
I think what there's like a section in their back that kind
The pommel
where
scales,
they
whatever they call it,
where they
right? That's where they
sit.
hold on to.
Yeah.
So they kind of
there's,
have like natural
a smooth
saddles.
area. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
then
need a
there's-
dragon
there's
anatomy
Scales at
illustration
the edge.
in this book.
Yeah. There's
need to know what
pommel
fourth
scales
wing
around the
dragons
edge to
look like.
hold.
All right, yeah. So going back to 28 with the war games, did they ever explain what the war games were? Because I was getting it confused.
No,
I know,
it came out of
I know.
nowhere.
So
We
I was
just
like,
have
they
no
kind of
idea.
explained squad battles, and they're like, oh, well, if you thought squad
Yeah.
battles was a thing, wait until war games. I'm like, cool. I'm like, they're in the war games now. I'm like, okay, what is the war games?
What?
Can you kill people? What's the objective usually? What do the squads win?
In
Like,
my head,
huh?
it's just like I've watched enough anime to know that when you're in school, you just have to fight people to the death at some
Yeah,
point.
it's sports
like
day.
competitions. Yes, for
It's
field day.
it's like sports
It's sports
day.
day.
True,
you
but
know?
I would have appreciated a little more like, oh, war games,
Exposition,
like, serious.
yeah.
Yeah.
It
No,
was
Like
out
in
of
100%.
nowhere.
Naruto,
It's so much stuff kept happening out of nowhere, and I'm like, okay, I guess
yeah,
we're here.
it's like the
It's like
you know the
JJK.
tuning exams, right? Yes,
Um,
like it's like the tuning exams have all this build up to the tuning exams, and then like you
Mhm.
know there's like different stages. They explain it, and we're like hyped, and they spend a couple of and it's like no, we go for the squad games, the war games. What's the difference between the two? I don't know. One of them has the word squad,
One of
and the
them's
other
war.
One of them has war.
the other one's war. Even though the both of them you're fighting against each other, what do you win for the war games? I don't know.
They
Actually,
didn't
what
mention
do
it
you win
yet.
for the war?
I maybe they'll mention in
I
the
don't
next
know.
one. 'cause I don't
Glory.
think- yeah,
Glory, I think, is all you get.
but
Yeah. I think it's basically just like capture the flag, it seems
yeah,
like.
capture the egg,
On
it's the
dragon.
crystal.
It's dragon.
Yeah,
it's like
there's an egg.
dragon capture the flag, yeah, with like
Yeah.
one team moving flag, one team not.
Yeah. But you can kill people.
I mean, I guess they
but-
never
Yeah, but-
explicitly stated you couldn't kill people.
During the fight,
Yeah.
it was Liam, right?
Liam got
Yeah.
by Jack.
Oh my
All
god,
my
bro!
homies
I
hate
was
Jack.
like, yo, if
Oh, my
they
homies
if
hate
they
that.
if they let my boy Liam die,
I
I'm
know.
gonna stop
Yeah.
I
reading.
was so sad when it was Liam. That's why they made him so likable.
And then
Yeah.
because then they could like twist the knife in our hearts. But then our girl Violet goes and pretty much says that we're all wrong about her power is.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, no,
yeah.
dude. Yeah, I
I was like,
literally,
what?
I went lightning. What the fuck?
I was like, what? Wherever was it hinted that her personality is lightning?
That's what I mean.
or-
The only thing is Zayden is literally the only reason why you would hint that she would have such a destructive power because he keeps calling her
Mhm.
violence. You have
Violence.
violence in you, but I'm like, what?
But also, I thought it's because her mom can wield storms, so her wielding lightning is very
Yeah.
similar. So I thought it was supposed to
Little
hint that she
related.
may not be
Oh,
so
that's her
different from her
power?
Yeah,
mom.
yeah. You know, her mom can wield storms.
Storms.
Yeah,
I don't know
but
what that really means. To me, that's also thunder and lightning.
But I thought it would be like because she's
Yeah.
always talked about how she's more like her dad and like why are you a writer? I mean, like I guess you could use this as to say like, oh, she truly was supposed to be like this,
Mhm.
but it feels so stupid, like out of
Yeah,
nowhere.
maybe it'll be like well, I'm assuming they're gonna explain more about how and why, and she'll become accustomed to it, or there will be some back reason. But yeah, I was thinking along the lines of like, oh, she always had it in her, and
Yeah,
maybe she was supposed to do this. I don't know.
And maybe this her mom knew that she was
Mhm.
about this life, even though no one else did. Like low
It
key.
still took me out so
Yeah.
much, though.
No, me
Like,
too. Me too. I was
Yeah.
like,
I was
huh?
like, what?
I mean, they did mention that the
Like,
lightning signet is rare, right? So she is still
Yeah,
special.
she in the
She's so
next
special.
chapter they literally say that she's the first lightning wielder in a century.
In
Over
100
a century.
years,
But, like,
Over a century.
To be,
Yeah.
in Kingdom Hearts, the lightning spell is the most is the best one, kind of in my
I
opinion.
mean, it's
I always
fucking
like lightning.
cool.
Yeah.
but-
No, it's cool as
It's
shit. It's
cool.
just it felt weird and out of nowhere. At least so far. Like I feel
But
like
then
there
they
was
do later in this chapter, they like then suddenly do a little flashback thing where she remembers like being a child and being like, I want to be a writer like mom and Brennan. And her dad's like, no, you're different. You're going to be a scribe. And I'm like, why have we not heard this before?
Yeah.
I don't know.
But
Like, we're
But,
just introducing this now in chapter 29.
I will say it's interesting that in her family, because it's like the five of them, right? Her dad's scribe,
Mhm.
mom's the general with storm powers, and like technically Mira and Brennan, who are like known as like the perfect riders, basically, have like more powers in line with like kind of being a scribe, like more defensive, more kind of just in the side lot, like because like Mira's is like ward making or
Yeah,
whatever.
she can like bolster
Brennan
wards.
was a mender, and like then she gets lightning.
Yeah. Well, and
Which
that
is
is like distressing to her, which makes
Yeah.
sense. But
yeah.
Yeah,
I just
and
still
it's
thought I was like, I don't know. I was taking out of it because I thought she was gonna have a more cerebral power.
me
not
too.
With the
literally.
time thing, yeah, I thought it was gonna be like space.
But I guess in hindsight, it's supposed to kind of show like that Zayden was right. That that the mom might have seen something like this, like that she had like that power in her or whatever, and like everyone else was wrong. But it still was not written well enough for me to believe it.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was not enough hints throughout the book. Because I could have bought it. Like they honestly, I didn't even know that the mom wielded storms until you guys reminded me. Because it's just never mentioned.
Yeah, because I
They
forgot
they
about it
do
too.
it like
yeah.
a few times. That's about it.
yeah.
But I will say, in a lot of like books, storms and lightning are very clearly distinct from each other. It's like
Yeah. The
So
way I
what-
see it
what's
is that she
storms?
can
Like
bring the
wind.
weather.
because storms usually has to do specifically more like hurricane, like
Mm,
wind,
okay.
Yeah.
Wind, water,
thunder, rain.
Maybe like rain and stuff.
Yeah, rain, water, very, very Percy Jackson esque. But because Poseidon is ocean and storms.
Yeah.
But
And then Zeus is lightning. Fully
Yep.
cover
Zeus
it.
is lightning. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
And
Yeah,
technically,
and
storms
she
can also
is Zeus.
include
She's gonna be this book's Zeus.
earthquakes too.
Are they kind of hinting like a sort of synergy between her and her mom then? Because imagine like a
Maybe.
storm and a lightning wielder in the same battle at
Yeah,
the same
that's
time.
like insanely
That's
OP.
what low key powerhouse mother daughter duo right there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hopefully her
I
mom
will
turns
say,
into less of a bitch.
when I saw
though.
lightning though, my weeb ass first thought, yo, Raikiri.
Literally, I was
Yeah.
thinking of tweeting like
For sure.
Sasuke. Sasuke, like,
Chidori.
you remember the when he fights that Itachi and he literally has
Oh
the
yeah, and he does
Kiri?
the light. Yeah, he Kirin, where the lightning
Yeah.
dragon comes out of the sky. I was like, that's
Yeah,
exactly
that's
what
what
I
I thought.
envisioned in my head.
I was like, oh shit, she angry. So that's what I envisioned in my head. So it was cool. I'm not saying it's not cool. All I'm saying is
Yeah.
Oh,
I
100%.
wasn't bought into it.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah, very cool. Just wasn't as believable as I think she was
Yeah,
trying
there
to
was
make
no
it.
like foreshadowing or for this.
No foreshadowing. It's
Like,
just
Yeah.
there was no good foreshadowing because it's like foreshadowing that you kind of maybe realize in hindsight, which is not good foreshadowing.
because like
Yeah.
at least the time stopping powers I bought because literally no one else would have knew that a feathered tail can share power with their rider. So I was like,
Yeah,
all
and
right,
they make a point to
that's
say
the-
that that's not your signet, that's the power of the dragon. So it's believable that
Yeah.
it has nothing to do with her.
Mm-hmm.
But like
but this
this one,
one, I was
it's
like,
they made many points to say the signet is a reflection of the rider, and like they never once, aside from Zayden saying she's Violet, that she would have such a destructive power.
Yeah.
Well, that's why she's
I
having
like-
an existential crisis.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
yes.
true.
I
But
agree. I
over
like
Jack,
I like how
I
it
was-
turned out, but it
Yeah.
just didn't.
Yeah,
I wish it was shown more
Mm.
leading up
No,
to it.
I wish she had accidentally injured someone, because then I would believe her crisis more. Because I would never shed a tear over Jack.
Yeah.
Like,
Also, like it's not like
This
she
guy-
hasn't horribly injured people before, so it's like what's killing? It's just like a next half step, basically.
I will
She
say,
hasn't done it.
in real life though, a lot of people like they think they're ready till they're not ready, kind of thing. So until it actually happens, I mean.
Yeah.
So it's
I
like
think
maybe
it's
she
just too cliche. Well, especially because like
Oh,
seeing
very,
her
very
personality, we
cliche.
knew that she wouldn't be able to take a life without having like an existential crisis.
But I will say, I was very happy when she killed Jack.
Yeah, thank
Yeah, I
God.
was
And
so
when
happy.
they
Finally,
confirmed
oh
it
my
too,
God.
because I was like,
Finally.
oh, what if this dude just got up? And then they're like, no, the dragon
I
roared
did
and
feel
all that.
bad for the dragon though. Every
Mhm.
time the rider dies,
Mm.
I only ever feel bad for the dragon.
Well, the
Yeah,
dragons
I
will
feel
live.
bad for-
Remember, it's not that bad for them.
No, yeah, but
Yeah.
it's just they're so sad.
Yeah, and all those people that
Yeah, like
didn't
when
bond
Amber
will now
died.
have a chance with that other dragon.
That's true.
It's a win-win for the college, honestly.
Yeah,
point.
I felt bad for the little dragon. But then I was so happy that Jack's finally dead because the guy annoys me. Because literally, like, I feel the plot bends itself so that Jack can be an asshole, and I'm like, I'm done with him.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, 100%.
His plot
also
armor ran out.
How can
Mhm.
someone that much of an asshole be and like just a rule breaker be allowed in the military at all?
I guess
Exactly.
he
Like, how
didn't
did
Yeah.
Zayden
technically
not
break the
kill him?
codex yet, right? So
And he's not
Mhm.
strong enough like in the way that like Zayden has like or like even Dane technically has like power that is like unique and like he like nothing about him is special enough to warrant him breaking rules like this.
Mhm.
Exactly. It's like he has a small dragon. He's no one like at least we don't know that his parents or his family members, anyone high up in the military that could like could be nepotism. No, this guy's just like a dick for no reason.
well,
Yeah.
he was a dick so that Violet could manifest her signet on him.
Yeah.
I feel like
that's
it's the only
true.
plot point.
There you
true.
go. That was his role.
Yeah, it literally was.
Yeah, he was a catalyst for her to become violence.
And to be honest, that was pretty believable that she manifested it during this like time because
Where-
Liam was dying and she felt like a need like to like save
Yeah.
people just like last time.
It was both
Yeah,
a
it was-
need to save people and to fuck up Jack.
Yeah.
Like
Well, yeah, because he was the
like
one
a
that killed
she-
or almost killed
like
Liam.
like the rage like took over, which I
Yeah.
think okay in an isolated scenario was cool as fuck. Like
Mhm.
just like rage taking over and just a lightning strike
Yeah,
out of the
every
sky.
time she screams lightning strikes.
Yeah. Maybe the author envisioned this scene and then try to like find multiple ways of like
Making Jack an
Just
asshole.
wrote the story around it.
yeah.
How do I get here?
Yes, and then it's like, oops.
This is the entire central like point of the story is her
Yeah.
shooting lightning. She's like, how do I get here from
Yeah.
from the
I mean, you
beginning?
can-
Like,
About
how
it,
can
like,
I write a story where I shoot lightning?
From a dragon.
Insert where I shoot lightning from the back of the dragon.
I will say I can't blame her because
I can't-
as
Yeah,
a
it's fucking
kid, my
cool.
the two powers in life that I thought were cooler than anything because I was an edgelord was shadows and darkness and lightning.
And
It's
lightning,
like the two
yeah.
coolest things possible.
This book is for you then, Louis.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mhm.
You have both the main love interest, Shadow Boy, and then you have main girl, Lightning Girl. All I need in life.
And they're dating or going
And they're
to
dragons.
yeah, or they're bonded
dragons.
in a way we
With
can
the
comprehend.
telepathy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Four-way
they're bonded
telepathy.
deep in their souls.
Wait, so that mean will Violet ever listen to Gale's talking? Because then Xaden can talk with Taryn, right?
Yeah, because they
She already
designed the
heard. She
saddle.
already. I thought
Oh,
she
she heard
already.
Yeah.
Scale already
Scale
talked to her once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really? When?
It was like a very short thing. I think she just said like one sentence to her, but like, I think
When they
it's
went to talk to them, like her
yeah.
and Xaden went out to talk to them, and Scale talked directly into her mind.
Oh, then never mind.
I think what they were explaining about like Andarna and stuff like that, like what she was and things.
Oh, yeah, when Tarn's like, hell
yeah,
no,
yeah,
that's not
yeah.
our
I
child.
do like that they're like one big happy dragon family. Like
Uh-huh.
literally, Taryn is like the grumpy grandpa who
Taryn is
just
so
does
funny.
like Scale
Yeah,
is
he's
like
my
the
favorite character.
doting grandma. Like no, Taryn, 100% favorite character of all time.
Yeah, I
Like,
wrote down.
yeah.
love
too.
the grizzled like old grandpa like teacher character who like acts like he
Mhm.
hates everyone, but truly
He
he
secretly
loves
loves them,
everyone.
I wrote down.
I
This
mean, he
quote,
loves
yeah.
Violet.
Yeah,
from,
this dude's wearing a saddle
the
for her.
saddle, yeah.
Like,
Exactly. It's the thing.
Yeah.
The biggest dragon, the second biggest dragon in the whole like army. He lets her wear a saddle. Like, that guy loves. Like the
and I
dragon loves
do
her.
like how proud of his saddle he is.
Yeah, he's like,
Like,
I could take this off myself.
he's like, look how
Yeah.
fashionable I am.
Yeah, he's
He's like, no, I did this because I look hot like this. This
Yeah.
isn't for you.
Yeah.
That's just a bonus, you know.
I'm getting into leather.
Half leather, half metal.
Now I'm sad. I can't envision the
Mhm.
saddle. Like literally, does it look like a horse saddle?
It
No,
goes
no,
around his chest.
You
Like,
watched How to Train Your Dragon? Just
No, I haven't.
I
you
haven't either,
haven't?
honestly.
Okay.
No.
Wait, yo,
I love
okay,
that
first of all, you have to watch all of the How to Train Your Dragons. Amazing
know.
movies.
I'll work.
Yo, the first one especially, masterpiece.
I love
I
that's like one of my
know, I
favorite
hear
animated,
it.
like, movies.
Like also like the music. Oh, excellent.
All right, we need a movie
excellent
night.
Music. I don't know
Yeah.
why. I feel like I keep having these
Dragon-related
weird,
movies.
Wait, yeah,
weird like obsessions with these children's movies, like Sonic and How to Train Your Dragon are like my
I
two
was gonna
favorites.
say for our last one, if and when we do it in person, just to discuss like book ending stuff. Like, I guess we can have a normal book club whenever for like the last group, and then like I guess our next in person meetup, whenever that is, we can watch How to Train Your Dragon, and then talk about the book. But
I am down. I am down
I'm
for
down.
We could talk about the similarities in their dragon lore, comparing and contrasting.
all right, and for the last chapter, chapter 29, it was just Violet being really like broken that she
Emo.
killed a man,
Emo.
but then the last page, the last
Oh,
scene,
yeah.
Oh,
The
it's
We're getting into
spice.
it.
the spice is coming.
Chapter 30 is the spicy chapter. We'll have to rate because, and I mean, this is when my raunchiness will be coming because I read some filth on
Mhm.
fanfic. I'll have to compare it with
Yeah.
book talk filth.
So
So I feel
How
like
many,
it's
how many chili peppers?
how many chili peppers
Huh?
out of 5?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
that how we'll rate it?
yeah,
So,
Yeah.
yeah. Chili peppers out of 5, and then if it's not even a chili pepper, I'll just put like
A bell pepper.
what do white people think is what
Yeah.
yeah white people think bell
like
peppers are
black
spicy?
pepper.
Yeah, black pepper.
Black pepper. Yeah, it'll be black pepper.
So Peter
So, yeah,
actually
we'll
said he
have to-
saw a reel of someone reading like a spicy scene from this book in like weird like character voices.
Oh,
he was just
wait,
like-
no.
Yeah, is that like
I
a
wait.
thing?
I think Andre. I think I shared you some of that.
Oh, really?
Is it the dude who reads it like he's reading it for
Oh,
his
yeah,
girlfriend?
yeah,
in like
yeah.
a bunch of impressions.
Yeah, so he apparently watched that, and
he
I'm
reads
like, oh,
Fourth
don't
Wing
spoil it.
and
Don't
A
spoil it.
Court of Thorns and Roses for his girlfriend, and it's amazing.
I need to rewatch that video.
If anything, I feel it won't be like the best written smut I've ever read, but it'll definitely be entertaining to see what
Okay,
like
'cause
published
once it-
literature.
Also
smut
remember,
is
this
like.
this isn't smut; it's romanticism.
Okay, sorry.
Remember?
But
No,
book talk
that's the
sells it
same
as
thing.
smut.
That's the same thing when I like read Akatar because my cousins were like, "Oh, it's like such good smut." I read it and I went,
Like, this is the tamest shit
"What
I've
kind of
ever read.
smut is this?" Bro, I've seen worse shit in the ads on my manga site.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Or I've
when
seen
it's-
worse
when
shit in the
someone
thirst
says, like,
comments on the manga site.
Honestly,
Yeah,
I've
for
seen
real.
worse
On Twitter,
like, just
JJK Twitter.
on Twitter. Yeah, just on Twitter.
Gonna show
On
Shibuya a
TikTok,
real incident.
on TikTok, I see worse shit. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like,
for real.
so I'm like, how is
Seen
this?
worse shit in the TikTok comments of a Gojo thirst trap.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yes. Oh my god. Those I love every Gojo like video though, because then I just go in the comments and I learn new
Low
phrases.
key, even the people just like violating the Gojo hand soap dispensers is worse
I
than
have
like
those
some
at
of
work.
this.
I
Yeah.
have those at work. Haven't violated one though. Don't worry.
Yeah, no, it's so we'll rate the next week. We'll rate the smut chapter, and I guess we're finishing the book, right?
Yeah, I guess physical book people check the amount of pages until I guess 30
Mhm.
through 39, which is the last chapter. Unless there's like
Yeah.
an epilogue that's unnumbered.
Third. So here's the question. Lewis and I have bonus content in our books
Ooh.
that's special edition, like
Ooh.
Let me
Zayden
check
perspective. Should
my-
we
Ooh.
read those?
Let me
Lewis?
check
Yes,
my
You
copy.
guys can probably find them online too, by the way. I like
Yeah.
I know for Akatar, my cousin said she would just look up the bonus chapters that come out with special editions, and you could just find them online.
I'm gonna check my copy right
Yeah.
now and actually see if it has it though. Hold on.
I don't think
Or-
my copy has it.
I don't even know where I saved this file actually.
Can't get enough of Fourth Wing. Read on for bonus content. 2 exclusive chapters from Zayden's point of view in print for the first time ever.
Oh, okay. Maybe it doesn't have that then. No, I have chapter 39 and acknowledgements.
Yeah.
So wait, what is it called though? Just like let me see if I can Google it.
I think it's just Fourth Wing bonus
Bonus
chapters.
content.
All right, let me
bonus
Google
content.
real quick. Bonus content? What is it called?
Bonus chapter. Oh, I think she just has
Mhm.
it on her website.
Bonus content?
Wait.
Mm.
Wait, let me
Mm.
see. I don't want to
Oh
like
yeah,
read
Fourth
it
Wing.
because
Yeah, on her. Oh yeah, it is just
oh
on
yeah,
her website.
she
All right,
just
cool.
posted on her website.
Cool.
But I think she posts. It's weird. The first one is actually the second chapter of the bonus chapter.
So we should read. Oh, because she does chapter 16 first. It looks like, and then.
and then chapter 9. Yeah.
9 and 16.
Oh, it's probably because it's posted in like blog reverse post order.
Yeah,
So
most
okay, so
recent.
we'll read the chapter 9 one first, and then 16. All right, we'll get there when we get there. But I guess
Yeah,
we'll
yeah.
include
Okay.
those two in this, right?
Yeah?
That should be
Yeah,
about how many
they're
pages
short.
is that?
So.
Okay,
So
I was gonna say,
30
like, it'd be
through
interesting to
39
know
is
Zayden's
125.
that's not bad.
And then these are another like 10.
Next Sunday though, I
10,
am
15 pages.
working though, so if we can do book club in the evening again, that would work for me. If that works for y'all.
Yeah, I'm working Saturday overnight, so I'll wake up maybe
Ooh.
around hopefully 3.
Yeah, I'll be back home by like 3:30 usually, so I don't know if you want to have book club again from 5 to 6 or 6 to 7.
Yeah, that works.
All right, what time is good with y'all?
Yeah, which one? I got nothing, so
All right,
whatever.
6 to
you
7 would be
guys
better for
want.
me because I know I eat around like 5 o'clock. So,
Yeah, that works with me.
all right.
Alright, so
Ren, do you want to
the
make
third-
the calendar invite?
Yeah.
Wow, I can't. The spice. I'm gonna go home and read that like later today.
Oh, dude, I'm reading everything tonight.
Yeah.
I'm staying up until 3
To finish
a.m.
the book.
Yes, I can't, guys. I finished on Sunday so angry because I couldn't read more.
Aw. Good thing you stayed true to your word.
Dude,
We don't skip that.
I am a loyal. I don't like when people go ahead when we're agreeing
Yeah.
to not go.
Aren't you happy
Mhm.
that
I
you
hate-
bought Iron Flame? Though.
Oh yes, 100%.
Now we could just go straight to the next one. Although Ren, you want to buy the physical probably, right?
Yeah, I'll pick it up. So the third, March 3rd, do we want to do 6 to 7? Is that what it was?
Yeah,
Or
that
5,
works
6?
for me. Cause and it's better if it's
Yeah.
later, cause we'll probably gonna be talking for way longer, cause it's the end of the book and all that stuff. So
And we can have a drink too.
yeah, I'll buy some
Oh, yeah.
mead. I need to
Bring
buy
your
some more
beds.
mead.
Yeah. Okay, 6 to 7. I'll
Dang, I
put
can't
it
believe.
in
Yeah,
there.
this book. I don't know. Either I haven't read in a long time, or these books are just short. I didn't think it'd take
I
us.
don't know. I don't think
long.
it's that short. They're just easy reads, is what I would
Yeah,
describe
true.
it as.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because
And we're reading like only not that much per week, so it goes.
I could have finished
real
this book
quick.
in a week, to be honest. Even
Yeah,
like going to
same.
work and stuff. Like I'll just
No,
read
actually,
a quarter every night,
because
basically.
I'm reading another book right now, and it's not that fun to read, but I kind
Ooh.
of want to finish it
What book
anyway.
is it?
But It's the second book in the Rick Riordan Egyptian series. I think the Egyptian series is like not as good as Percy Jackson.
Rip.
The first one I liked a lot. Second one not as much so far. But it's like hard for me to read even like 100 pages sometimes.
Yeah, definitely depends on. There's stuff that's just easy to go through, and like that, like really keeps your attention.
Okay, I'm thinking what should the graphic be for next time. I should probably change up the layout since it's the last one. I don't know. I'll figure
For
out a
now,
catchy
'cause then we
something.
have
Um,
Iron
title.
Flame.
Yeah. Then I gotta get that book. But I mean, this one was easy to get, so.
I read somewhere that I think there's supposed to be like there's going to be 4 books in this series.
In total, nice.
Ooh.
It's
4?
like our planned.
Damn, but now we
Yeah,
gotta
I'm
wait.
like, what?
But
So that's
actually,
like 3 years of college, and then
but without
I'm like curious how
Zayden?
it's going to be broken up.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
5 installments, not
What?
4.
Ooh, she added one. But I think
Apparently, according to the internet.
Fourth Wing was published in April of 2023, and then Iron Flame just came out in November. So that was they were published in the same year. So unless she wrote both manuscripts around the same time and then just like cut it into 2 books, I wonder how long we have to wait for the other books. I don't know. Is there any
Cranking them out.
news? Yeah, I mean, honestly, they're not saying
honestly,
that doesn't take much to write, but like I feel like it flows easily. You know.
I mean, I don't come into these thinking they're going to be literary masterpieces.
Yeah.
So I'm fine with her cranking it out as long as
Honestly.
it's still enjoyable to read.
Yes. I'm here for the entertainment, not for like the classical analysis.
Yeah, these are entertainment books in my head, which is fine.
Yeah.
I think you need entertainment books because if everything was heady, I don't think most people would read.
Yeah.
No. I have like stuff like I was reading also like a theory like a literary fiction book in between. So it's nice to have like my serious book that I read like a couple chapters of, and then if you want to read more, you can do something that's like easy and you can just turn your brain off.
Yeah, it's like sometimes you watch Death Note, sometimes you watch an isekai anime.
Oh, I gotta watch Dungeon Meshi, but
in the dungeon.
Did I tell you this? I think I got kicked off your family's Netflix finally. I haven't tried it
damn.
again, but
Oh, no.
I'll try it maybe.
I mean, I'm
next
kicked
time I
off my
watch Dungeon Meshi.
family's Netflix, so
Yeah, well, once you get that warning, is that it? Because it said like, oh, it looks like blah, blah,
pretty
blah.
much,
Ah,
yeah.
shit. So am I just gonna keep getting that same message when they try to log in?
Probably,
Shit.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, time to go back to those anime sites.
No, yeah,
Get
I'm so
Sakata to
sad.
put it on Plex.
I did. I requested it, but I think he said if I request anime, it's dub only because it takes the torrent from like the English
No,
speaking sites, which is fine. I've actually been watching
anime
the dub.
is hard.
Yeah, I've been watching the dub of it anyway, just for Sungwon's voice acting.
Yeah.
And the other ones aren't that bad.
Who's someone voicing in Dungeon
Senshi,
Mesh?
the dwarf,
the
the cooking dwarf.
Shit. Okay,
He's
that
like
makes
one of the main characters.
sense. Yeah.
But
yeah.
they're all really good. So I've just been enjoying the English one so far. So
I've only watched the dub.
Let me check Plex right now. I think it should be up. Hopefully it downloads every week. I just requested it once, and I'm assuming
Plex will do it every week.
Right?
Plex
Okay,
is every
let me
week.
see what
Yeah, once like it's added to his Plex, it'll download every single week.
Okay, nice. Yeah, I watched the Scott Pilgrim anime too on his Plex.
But that's why I got like the travel code for Netflix to watch Avatar all in one go.
Oh, that's why you freaked it out.
Did your parents just have to give you the travel code? Is that how that works?
Yeah, and you can only get like 2 codes a month or something or every 2 months out of something stupid.
I mean, it makes sense because like, are you really traveling like 20, like 30 days out of 30 days of the month?
But I will say, just note on it, I think it was perfectly fine.
Well, oh, the Avatar thing. I'm still gonna watch it
as its own thing. And because they changed a decent amount of stuff. Like with like still keeping the core of like what Avatar is about, like stopping the Fire Nation and all that. I think it was easy for me to separate the two, and I enjoyed it. There's stuff I do miss, of course, but I'm like, if I miss it, I can just watch the original.
Yeah, it's like not gonna be. There's no way it was ever gonna be better than that. So you might as well have it be different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say they did include Secret Tunnel, and I was very happy by that.
Oh yeah,
Secret Tunnel.
That's great. I'll watch it sometime.
I will say one thing that I think did better than the original is Iroh and Zuko. their relationship is so good in the live action.
Really? It was pretty good in the anime. So.
Oh no, I mean it was
Mhm.
still good, but like some of this, obviously there's still potentially 3 more seasons of this, or 2 more seasons, 2 more seasons of this. If it keeps going, they added some stuff that's not in the original that I think just like make their story so good.
Mm.
It's the
Okay.
benefit of knowing, I guess, what happens in the entirety of the show and then redoing it, that you can kind of throw things differently. Like Sakata said, they actually start off with showing like the historical side of like what happens before even like when the airbenders get attacked kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, it's more like chronological, right?
Yeah, it's more
Yeah.
chronological, yeah.
That's cool.
Mm.
So I think it's cool. It's doing its own thing while
Is the
still
acting
maintaining that it's
good?
Avatar.
Decent?
It's not
Okay.
the best. I'm gonna be honest.
Is it
It's
because
not the
they're
best.
children? Or not children, they're just young
But it's
actors?
not as bad as I think a lot of people are saying it is, in my
Okay.
opinion.
I
Like
just don't
Mm.
like Aang and Katara. That's all.
What? They're the two
it,
main peeps
Yeah.
oh
though.
wait, I like
Main
it. Wait,
characters.
what? I like Aang.
Wait, how much
Katara's
did you watch,
okay.
Andrea?
I've watched the first episode. I just don't like how much they do tell. I mean, they instead of show, don't tell. He's just basically telling us all the time how he's feeling.
Mm.
Meanwhile, and he's kind of moodier. Like Aang in the original show is much more childish because he's a
Mhm.
12-year-old.
He's a puppy.
I'm rewatching it. I don't think it's exact. It's not as stark difference as people make it out to be. I'm rewatching the original Avatar now. It's not as stark of a difference as I think people remember it.
No, but the first thing Aang says when he wakes up to Katara is like, "Want to go penguin sledding with me?" And in this one, he's not as carefree.
No, yes,
And
I agree,
Mm.
but also I think when you go to live action, it's gonna feel. It's the same thing with like One Piece. One of the complaints a lot of people had is even though people liked it, is like it felt weird because it's going 1-to-1 too much in a live action versus an animation. So I kind
oh, and
of get it,
I don't mean
and
to
I
say
don't
like
mind it.
he needs to be like 1-to-1. It's just like he's like, "Oh, I'm depressed because my people." I mean, in a way, yeah, that is true. Um, but like, show me, don't tell me.
No, I agree.
Mm.
It's not perfect, but I think my favorite actor though, Zuko. Even though he gets a lot of
Zuko,
hate
yeah.
because people think he's not hot enough to be Zuko, oh, he's so
Oh
good.
my god.
He has the sass that Zuko has that and is needed, and I
Nice.
love it.
The thing is that this is no one thirsted for Zuko when he had that weird hairstyle.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
I'm saying.
He'll get
People are
hot later.
forgetting that Zuko was an annoying bitch in the beginning and was weird.
Yeah.
Wait, does he have that haircut
He
in
was
the
weird.
beginning of the live action too? The ponytail with the
Yes.
shaved head? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, the ponytail with the
Yeah,
shaved
he has
head.
the
Of course
weird
he's not
ass
gonna
shaved
be.
head. And I'm like,
Yeah,
let
of
him
course he's not
cook.
gonna be late.
Let him cook.
Let
He's
him
cooking.
cook.
He is cooking.
I see the vision with Zuko, is what I'm saying. Like,
The
I
vision.
think he's doing it so well.
Wait, but you finished it, right? Are they having more seasons of this?
No one knows for sure yet. I
Oh.
think it
So
depends.
wait, but where do they leave off? Is like the live action, I mean, in the story.
It leaves it's following the same beats per season, I think, generally speaking. So it ends with the northern water tribe, like
With
and
the
repelling
moon?
the
Oh.
Fire Nation, yeah,
Oh,
and the
okay,
moon.
so this is like the first
Oh,
season.
my main biggest gripe, like honestly, it's not even the acting or anything like that. It's the wigs and the
Yeah, I
production
saw your
design.
message.
Oh, I heard
Dang.
about that.
The wigs need help. They need help, bro.
That's always my number one complaint about live actions. It's like that's the reason that anime is anime. 'Cause you can't make that kind of shit
Hairstyle.
look good in real
Yeah.
life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like some of them are fine, but some of them I'm like, bro, who approved this?
Dang. Yeah, I mean, they should have had the budget for this.
And actually another one that is actually I think is a valid complaint is they use too much CGI when I don't think they have to, with like backgrounds and stuff. Like you can build a set.
I mean, nah, they're
and
taking a book out of Disney and the MCU's like, everything's green screen, you know?
Yeah,
Or
it's
blue
just
screen.
like I think that's one thing that One Piece did really well is they built crazy
Yeah.
sets.
Probably
and it
because
looked
the
cool.
mangaka like wanted it to be cool. See, it was good that he
Yeah.
was there with them the whole time and approved of their creative process. That's probably why We're not
No,
probably
yeah,
why, but
and
like
then
the creators left
and
this
then
one, so-
Netflix kicked off, or they left. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Maybe
I
maybe
mean,
that was a point
it's
of
still
contention for them.
fine, but it does make it
Yeah.
feel like kind of like bleh when you look at the background and it's just
Mhm.
blurry CGI.
Mhm.
Mm.
But I still think the bending actually looks pretty cool.
The
Not gonna lie.
choreography, yeah, I'm hoping the fight choreography.
And
cool.
they box a little bit, which they don't do in Avatar normally. Like the benders. Normally in Avatar Last Airbender, at least from what I remember, it's just if you're a bender, you bend. That's
Mhm.
it. Like you don't
Mm.
in this one they actually are throwing hands every now and then. Mostly
Dang.
bending, but occasionally they'll like actually start like boxing up martial arts and I'm like that's cool. I like that.
All right, homies. So we're reading to the end of the book plus the bonus chapters for next week.
Yep.
Dang.
Yes.
What a ride it's been.
The end of one, and then the beginning of the other.
And then a wait
Mhm.
whenever the third book comes out. And then we'll
Yeah.
read the Russian book
Oh, wait.
in the meantime. How long is
Oh,
that?
that one's gonna take us a while.
Yeah. Wait,
Yeah,
how
It's
many,
long.
how many words is that?
Wait, let me look it up.
Oh, it's a pretty fat book, I think.
Oh,
Word
gosh.
count.
Yeah, it's from 1882. So
We're gonna
you
need
can
Spark
imagine
Notes.
that first. Let me see.
It says
It
354,098. That's not bad. That's like 3 of really long fics I've read.
Let's see.
Yeah,
Actually,
but
I've
that's like
read
what,
fics
like
like that
500
long.
pages?
It's 1,056 pages
Let's
on the
see.
paperback.
Reading length. Let me see how long it usually takes.
Not that bad.
Okay, Fourth Wing is 149 almost 1,000 words.
Oh, so it's like two
twice.
fourth wings. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
so
So
1,000 pages.
according to readinglength.com, the brothers Karamazov will take about 13 hours to read at 250 words per minute. So that's not that bad. I don't know. Depends how we
It's
chop it
also
up.
like it's big brain.
It is. Well,
reading.
yeah. I'll read the words, but do I understand it? Maybe not.
Oh god. Guys, my brain is so small now. I only
Don't
watch
worry.
Isekai.
This is what Spark Notes is for.
That's a good point.
Just like English class, you just show up reading the Spark Notes. All right, what happened in chapters
Yeah.
10 and 11?
We're definitely gonna need the Spark Notes
10
to help
minutes before
moderate
you have to
us.
write an essay.
Fyodor. That's a tough ass name.
That's his first name?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I don't know if I pronounced that right. Fyodor Dostoevsky.
Dostoevsky.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Fyodor. That's the.
Yeah, he's the villain in Bungo Stray Dogs.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
recent
Is that what
season.
he's named after? In Bungos?
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
well, they're all
kind of,
authors.
Right?
yeah, but actually that kind of makes sense too. Just like his character being based off of like this very philosophical, like
Mhm.
writer.
And he's like set opposite Dazai as like equals, like intellectual equals, which is fun.
Yeah.
Well, be interesting. I've read some Dazai Osamu books, but I've never read any.
Still
Dostoevsky.
highly recommend Bungo Stray Dogs for anyone who's ever want to
So
watch
good.
I
a good
know.
anime.
It's ongoing, though.
Five
It's just like,
seasons.
any ongoing anime is such a huge time sink for me.
I mean, it's not on. It's like the season's done.
Yeah, but I mean, there's a lot of seasons. Like an
There's only
ongoing
3.
series.
It's
I
wasn't
guess.
it's the fourth or fifth? The most
Fourth,
recent one?
you're right. It's like 4th or 5th.
Yeah, I was
don't
gonna say,
remember
Fifth,
it's
I
like
think.
more than third. 3.
Yeah, but it's so I really like that they're all, like it's all like literary, like their authors and the powers are like based on like the novels. It's just a really cool, like fun concept. All right, we good? Let's fingers crossed we get some more world lore in the end of this book.
Yeah, or no, it's like, tune in second book to find out what this
There's
country's all
too
about.
much, Violet.
Or like hints at least of
Yeah.
what the overarching plot is, because we still don't know what the overarching plot is.
probably
gonna
the
be of
government
series.
secret.
Plot
The
is
overarching
Zayden.
plot is the arch in her back when
Oh my
Zayden.
God.
In chapter 30, we'll see.
I know, it's the
Yes,
next
that's
one.
the arching plot. Yeah, no, I
God.
don't know, guys. This might be the wrong book for world building. We might need to
Yeah.
do some Brandon Sanderson for our next
I do want to
Yeah.
read that,
series.
but she set the stage for like political intrigue a little bit. So I just want to know what. I just hope that we
That's
get
what
that.
the second book is for.
I
At
will
least
say,
kind of.
if it's a comparison to ACOTAR, the first book, like the second to like third book, fourth book, I mean, in the 5 books parts that they have, like a lot more intrigue and less like the main character's romance shit. So if it's like
Yeah.
that, we might get more cool world building as it goes on.
Yeah. Well, because now like romance has been established.
Yeah,
We don't
so
have
you can
to
kind
put
of
as
like
much effort towards that, maybe.
yeah, I think she's like the first book is always gonna push more for the relationship aspect, and then you can kind of do more cool shit with the world.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll find out next week.
All right,
Find
tune
out
in
next
next week
on
Find
Dragon
out next
Ball
week.
On
Z.
Dragon Ball Z.
All right, bye. Thanks for everyone who tuned
All right,
in.
y'all. Bye, guys.
Peace, peace.
Bye.